question in the world, but I was wondering how many assists you had in your career from the seat of your pants.
Uh, I don't know. Zero. That was pretty good by Luka. Did he get a rebound off of that too, or no? He got a rebound
He
and an
did.
assist. He knows how to fill up the stat sheet from sitting on the floor.
Also, just kind of an update on where you guys are mentally in this series now that you're off the schneid and got a little momentum.
Well, I think last night's game we played at a high level. We understand we have to play at a high level this time of the year. I thought the guys did a great job today. The guys, I think, mentally and physically are good. Just understanding we've talked about game three and game four as a schedule with the late game and then the quick turn. So just understanding what rest means this time of the year, both mentally and physically.
Okay, we'll go to Brad Townsend.
Yeah, hey Jason. First of
Hey,
all, you
Brad.
guys come out physically okay last night?
Yeah, everybody's
Okay,
yeah everybody's good, and should be ready to go tomorrow.
okay. And this is more of a procedural thing, but I want to talk about the procedure of coaches' challenges. And I think everybody noticed that Luka was pretty upset that you guys didn't challenge his fifth foul call last night. But also understand that these decisions have to be made in a short amount of time. And what is the process? There's someone behind the bench looking at replay right away.
Yeah,
How's that work?
yeah. There's someone always watching each play, especially at the dead ball, to see if we should challenge a foul out of bounds, whatever it may be, in the sense of can we challenge it. The fifth foul was never, you know, looked upon as a play for us to challenge.
Okay.
And you have less than 30 seconds to make that decision once he picked up his fifth foul. My thought process is who's going in, and then can this group hold it down until he gets back? But I thought it was a foul. And so just understanding the decision to not challenge, I made that pretty quickly.
Okay.
And it's all right for him to be frustrated. That's part of the game.
Sure.
I've been in his seat before. I don't know if we had the challenge rule in the '80s, but
No.
but yeah, it's fine for, and I love that he expressed himself. Uh, but the decision was made, and understanding the group that is on the floor that I trust that they were going to hold the lead or extend the lead, and that's what they did.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
Uh huh.
Jessica Armstrong.
Hey, Jason. We talked a lot about the 2018 draft, but the 1994 draft had you and Monty. What do you remember of him as a player? And what do you think that makes him so good as a coach, too? Kind of twofold question.
Yeah, well, you look at what Monty has done in his career. Just a steady player, understanding how to play the game the right way. Was always available. Was hard nosed. Was physical. Wasn't afraid of contact. And then when you look at him as a coach, he's the same way. He's always prepared. He's not afraid. His teams are not afraid of contact. They're physical, and he plays the right way as a player and as a coach. You see his teams play the right way.
Cassidy Hubbard, ESPN.
Hey Jay, as far as Reggie is concerned, what was your message to him defensively heading into Game 3, and how do you feel he received that message and performed um, in that game?
I thought Reggie did a great job in Game Two defensively, and the message was the same. Continue to pressure, continue to catch and shoot, and if you get tired, ask for one. Don't wait to where you're exhausted to the point where defensively it hurts our team. And so he did a great job of communicating. When he did get tired, we took him out. We gave him a short break to get him back in. But I thought game 2 and game 3, he's been extremely he's playing at a very high level defensively for us.
And obviously, being down 0-2 heading into that game, there is just an innate level of desperation. But do you feel like the way you played yesterday was driven by desperation?
Yeah, I think that has something to do with it. You never, lose 3 games in a row. But we just felt that, in game 2, it was a 6-point game, and that's on the road. That's where you want to be, and we kind of just let go of the rope. Last night, I thought from start to finish, we played hard. We were connected, and we had fun. I thought one of the big things in those first 2 games, it just seemed like we weren't having fun as a team, and I thought last night the guys on the floor were having fun as much as the guys that were cheering for them.
Okay, Dwayne Price.
Jason, what did you tell Jalen leading up into last night's game? Because he looked like a totally different person than the game 1 and game 2, and how does he maintain that going into game 4?
Yeah, we talked about not just with Jalen, but everyone. Just we got to get back in character. We got to get back to helping one another on the defensive end and offensive end. And I thought JB did that on both sides. I thought he was in character. I thought he attacked early in the clock. I thought he didn't wait. And that's who he's been all season, and especially in the playoffs, especially in that first series. He wasn't waiting. He was attacking, and I thought he did that extremely well for us last night.
Did he have the ball more as far as attacking more so than in game 1 and game 2?
Yeah, that I don't know. I will leave that up to analytics to inform me if he held the ball more or not. But I thought when he did have the ball, he wasn't passive. He wasn't deferring. I thought he was attacking and getting to the spots that he likes to score.
Okay,
Thank you.
Landon Thomas.
Hey, Jason, with the production you've seen from Maxi the first 3 games of this series, is there any thought at all of inserting him into the starting lineup?
No, not right now. We like what DP's doing, and we like the role Maxi's in. Again, being able to have the luxury to start him or start him in the second half is something that we've talked about, but we have not gone that way as of yet, but that's always a possibility.
Hey Reggie, last night Brunson described Chris Paul's game as kind of uncharacteristically bad, and you played a part in that, picking him up full court at some points. Did you do anything different defensively with Chris Paul last night to kind of force him into those 6 turnovers in the first half and 7 overall?
I was just aggressive, but I trust my back line behind me. Obviously, I'm one of the guys that's picking up full court. I trust the back line behind me. He's going to get past me sometimes, but I know that my teammates will be there to cover. But it just started with me just being aggressive, just trying to be attached to him and just try to make his night tough with all the catches and just trying to be into him.
All right, we'll go to Dwayne Price.
Reggie, could you describe the impact Jalen Brunson had on last night's game, and how do you keep him playing like that for the rest of the series?
JB was locked in. A lot of people, was probably talking down about him. He's been excellent for us all year. You just had 2 tough games early, but he came out and showed what type of player he is in the third game. He held us down on the offensive end. He made good plays, and I told him after the game that when I seen him, putting the defensive pressure on Mikal, it definitely turned me up a notch to know that I see another teammate out there putting ball pressure and locking down too.
Okay,
Did you talk to him after games 1 and 2 and just told him to keep his head up and that his game would eventually turn around?
No, JB is a great player. I knew that, he'll get out of it. He'll watch film. He'll try to be better. He's been better. He's been good for us all year. I know he'll watch film to be able, get himself going. I'm not a player to really, talk to players or anything like that. I mean, we all NBA players. We'll figure it out. We've been doing it for so long. I mean, he's an excellent player, so it was good to see him, come into himself last night.
Okay, Cassidy.
Hey Reggie, so I mean, we obviously know that, Chris has the ability to adjust throughout the game, but do you feel like your familiarity with him kind of helped you frustrate him a little bit more throughout yesterday's game?
I've been watching CP since I first got into the league. I was drafted to the Clippers when he was there, so I've seen a lot of basketball games that he've played. I've seen the type of things that he liked doing, and it's just an honor of mine to be able go into a playoff game, being able to be matched up with such a great player. But it's just my turn to be able to make life miserable for him and just try to stay on him as best as I can.
And also on the defensive end with Luka, they were hunting him in the first two games, and Luka said post-game yesterday, they felt like we've been playing good defense a lot this year, and Jason Kidd said that he participated yesterday. From your perspective, what did you feel like he did differently where you guys were all working in tandem on the defensive end together?
We're a team. We're going to fight and be there for one another. They want to bring our star player up, to play defense. We're going to bring their star players up to play defense too. And it's just going to have to be like that and see who wins the battle. But at the same time, we're a team. We're going to cover for each other, and we can play that game too.
Okay, Brad Townsend.
Hey Reggie, good to see you. I wondered how you feel physically. You played heavy minutes in the playoffs. And you just got through guarding Chris pretty much full court the whole game, and now you have a quick turnaround here before a Sunday afternoon game.
My body feel pretty good. I got two twins at home that give me a lot of life and a lot of energy. So as long as I just be able to get to spend time with them, I'm able to rest my legs, be able to be home with family, and be ready for the next game. And obviously still got to get the recovery treatment and all that, but. Just being happy at home with my kids and, just trying to take it one game at a time.
And the Mavs said that you hurt your ribs in the first half. How did that happen and how do those feel?
It was on a back pick in transition. Got hit on it. Gave me a little discomfort, but I was able to remain and finish the game and be able to fight out there with my teammates. That's all it's about. It's playoff time, so, you just got to suck it up or go home.
All right. Thanks, Reggie.
Yes, sir.
One more, sorry. Eddie Sethville.
Sorry to keep you, Reggie.
No, all right.
I'm just wondering you're an elite athlete, but how exhausting is it to have to chase a guy who's, like Chris Paul all over the court for every second pretty much that you're on the court? And is it maybe more exhausting than chasing two little daughters around the house?
Two little boys. Yeah, two little boys. CP 37 years old. I'm 31, so obviously, hopefully, I got a little bit more energy in my tank than he did. But like I said, he's a great player. But I just got to wear him down with my youth, and just try to be on him as best as I can.